Alright guys, welcome back here to quarter number 3, as you guys can see right here. 15 minutes, of course, ready to go. That last, of course, will be the Vikings ball here. Well, it'll be on the 35-yard line, and we will be seeing here, the Bears 14-3. So let's get right back into the action round where we left off. Alright, so with that being said, we're going to get off the kickoff here. So the Bears will be receiving the ball here, so let's make sure we have that. So we have a return team, and let's get to it. Alright, so 36 here for us. 36 for a normal routine kickoff. Will be 36 will be 61 yards. Alright, so 61 yards here. Oh, there we go, 61. And then that'll place us at the 4-yard line there, as the Bears will return it here to the primary. So that'll be Devin Hester who will be returning here. So 16. And a 16 will be -7 from return plus a penalty. So with that being said, we got to look over at the penalty chart here. I think it's right there, yep. So it's, let me just check real quick. So it's, he said -7 from return. So his normal return for a kickoff is 25. And so that'll be an 18-yard return there. So let's push it to 18 yards. There you go. And of course, let's roll for the penalty here. So 45 on a kick play here, or return play. So a 45 here will be 8B, defense, 5 yards, automatic first down. So 8B is going to be tripping. So I guess somebody tripped somebody in the backfield, I suppose. So they'll be added on to the end of the kick, of course. And so that'll push up them, at least, to the 27-yard line there, yeah. So 27-yard line, we're going to see that pop up. So 30, or I say 30, 27-yard line. So it looks like the Bears are going to be starting off here with some pretty good field position. 27-yard line is not bad for how that play turned out. And with that being said, we're going to see Chicago Bears offense here come on out. All right, so as of right now, guys, it's absolutely anyone's game if their offense could actually work, right? The only reason why I say that is because it really should be 10-3, and at this time it is not, because of the fact that the Bears have had 2 safeties against the Vikings. So the Vikings have ran back essentially into the end zone twice, and that is insane because this doesn't make sense to me, but the Bears defense holding down Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Dante Culpepper, Adrian Peterson, absolutely phenomenal defense. So let's get right to it with the fast action card here, and that'll be a pass play. So it's going to be incomplete, AAA or better, complete for a choice of 14 yards. So that'll just be an incomplete pass there, as Jim McMahon starts off the second half not in the remarkable sense that you'd want to, and so that'll be 2nd down and 10 here with 14 minutes and 45 seconds. There you go. Okay, so 24. So a 2-4 here will be a short pass here, and 4 will be safe. So a short safe here. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. Short safe. There we go. And it's going to be to the 13. So 13 is who we're looking at here. All right, so 13 on that short will be Clark. So Desmond Clark there. And a 66 says I 2 pass. So let's see, does I have 2 pass? Alan Page, he does have 2 pass. And so QB dragged down for 5-yard loss. So there you go. QB is dragged down as he's trying to make a move there. So unfortunately for them, that'll be a 5-yard loss there for the Chicago Bears. That'll bring up 3rd and 15. So, yikes. Okay, so there you have it there for him. Now, because that's a loss, I guess, and you only can assume that he actually was running, because it would have said a sack, right? So I'm going to put as the rushers here. Let's see here. I'm going to put as rushers Jim McMahon, right? So let's put Jim McMahon. And he had a -5 yards. All right, so let's keep rolling here, guys, for a 3rd down and 15, a probable pass play, obviously. And a 4 for a probable pass would be a medium versus a pass defense. So let's get over there. And that's going to actually go to Walter Payton. So a medium pass right out to Walter Payton against his pass defense. And let's see what we have here. So that medium pass play, Walter Payton 13. So it looks like Jim McMahon has an A rating. That will be 13 will be Q yards. So we definitely got some yardage here. So the Q for Jim McMahon is 13. So 13 yards. Unfortunately, that is 2 yards too short, and that'll bring up 4th down and 2 they will not go for it, even though it looks a little tempting there, of course. They're not going to go for that one. Although it is very, very tempting for them. They're just going to do a normal punt here. They are winning, so they want to kind of keep the clock in their favor so they can advance to the next playoff spot. So 23 for a routine punt is poor snap, okay kick, so +1 to average. And the average for Bobby Joe Green is going to be 42 yards, so +1 to that, 43. So what we're going to be seeing here. So there you have it. So 43 yards, and it's going to be changed over to the Vikings, and see who the return man is and how well they do. So an 11 here will be for the punt return. That'll be Charlie West. There you go. So a 22 on a return. Says here for us -6 from the return. So a -6 for the return here. For Bobby West, he's a 7, so -6 would be 1 yard. So there you go. So 1 yard gain there for him. And I think if that's the case, kind of got to move it up to, just move it to the 23-yard line is always the easiest. There you go. So 23-yard line, Vikings have the ball, and see if Dante Culpepper can make the change here and get the ball past midfield and, of course, into the other end zone here. So let's do a fast action chart here for us, our card. And that'll be a rushing play. And defender makes solo tackle after it gains 3 yards. So let's see who the runner is. So 17 here, and that'll be inside, right? Inside, I'm going to say there. So that'll be over to Dave Osborne. So a 3-yard gain by Dave Osborne, who has now touched the ball 4 times, and AP has only touched it, well, once. And that is just absolutely downright a travesty if I've seen it in any book here, guys. But nonetheless, the Vikings are made up of more than just one person, right? So 53 here. So a 5 will be on normal, so it'll be inside versus a 3, so a safe. So inside, safe play here. Okay. And 6 is who we're going to be doing inside. So that'll be over to Bill Brown. So Bill Brown will be the one getting the run here. And 11. And inside, Bill Brown is a C. So a C inside on an 11 is a no gain, as you guys can see right there. So that's too bad, too sad. No gain for Bill Brown. And that'll be his second touch of the game, only racking up a 1 yard of carries here. So a 3rd down and 7, definitely a 3rd down and long in my standpoint. So a probable pass here, and they'll be passing a long pass versus a pass defense. So a long pass versus a pass defense. Let's see how this one turns out for them. All right. And 18. So an 18 says here for us, long pass, that's going to be over to Randy Moss as the direct target. And 11, so this could be good here. So Dante Culpepper is an A. And 11 says 2Q yards out of bounds. So that'll be only a 15-second play here. But 2Q for Dante Culpepper is 24. So a 24-yard snag there by Randy Moss, the Holy One, of course, that master of disguises here for the Minnesota Vikings. 24 yards, perfect reception there, and that'll bring up 1st down and 10, 12 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here as they hit midfield exactly. So definitely on stride, and Dante Culpepper gets one more attempt there and one more add-on there. Always want to make sure you get the stats right. So that's a rushing play. Let's see who's going to be the rusher here. All right, so 16 is going to be the one who's rushing here. Swarmed over after gain of 1 yard. I'm going to say it's an inside run, so a 16 would be over to Chuck Freeman. So a 1 yard run to Chuck Freeman once more as they kind of chip away, chip away. They definitely need to keep going, of course, forward. That's kind of a normal thing to say, but they've been doing a lot of safeties here, so the safeties really are hurting them for sure, and definitely need to change that. So if they can, I can see the Vikings definitely taking advantage of that. They haven't had a bad time playing some of the cards, playing the cards. They've been doing really well. But with that being said, a 1 on the audible. The reason why I did that roll is because it was an audible of a 6. So a 1 will be neutral. That'll be a long pass versus a pass defense. So let's see how this goes out to a 7. That'll be over to Chris Carter. So Chris Carter is who Dante Culpepper is going to target, and that is a 24. 24 says, is the fullback or EC to pass? Well, the fullback is Chuck Foreman, and he is going to have the 2 pass. So secondary receiver is wide open, right? He's wide open there. Dante Culpepper is not the bomber trait. He is a speedster or kind of like a running quarterback, so he can actually run when they're planning a running play and they pick, or I guess no, it's when they are planning what would it be? It would be whenever the defense plans a pass play, right? He can run against them. So like on this play, he could have actually ran the ball. So he could have chosen to do that, but he can only do it 3 times because of the little squiggly mark next to his little thing there, the little symbol. It says only 3 times per half can you do that, but it's pretty good. But not back to the story here, guys. 24 says secondary receiver open, so the alternate receiver. So quarterback dumps off to an alternate receiver for Q plus die yards. So let's see how the Q is 12, right? Plus die yards, that'd be 3, so 15 yards. And who's he throwing it to here? So a 6 is still going to be Chris Carter, so let's keep rolling until we get out of his thing here of 1 through 9. So a 10, that'll be over to Randy Moss once more here, guys. And that'll be 15 yards right over to Randy Moss as he checks down his receivers there. This is, again, kind of how I saw it going here, as they are absolutely starting to find rhythm here in their passing game. Definitely having 2 threats like Chris Carter and Randy Moss is something special. So let's look real quick as a fast action card comes right at us, and that'll be complete. QB dumps off to running back for 2 dice roll yards. So the running back, of course, is Adrian Peterson. So let's see how many yards he's going to get. So that'll be a 7 yards. That's 2 dice there. So 7 yards there to AP. So he gets 7-yard gain there. That'll be another dump off there, guys, for him. So you guys can see how impressive this can get, right? The Vikings are definitely feeling the momentum shift at this point here. So 11 minutes left here. Okay, so 6 is going to be an audible. So let's go for an audible on second down. Dante Culpepper sees it. So a 6 will be a let's see here, an inside run versus a pass defense. Now this could be where we see him change to an inside run or to a running play, because the defense is already set up in a pass defense, but they're doing a run anyway, so it wouldn't matter, right? So a 2 for an inside run should be Adrian Peterson. Yeah, so let's see how this works out. So inside run versus a pass defense. That's like the first page here. Okay. All right, so a 2. All right, let's get this going here for AP, getting the first touch of or second touch of the game, really. So a 22 says AP for inside. He's an A rating. So with that, for 22, that's a 10-yard gain right there, guys. You guys can see it. So a 10-yard gain for him. And, well, let's keep it rolling here. So a 10-yard gain. AP is already kind of making his presence felt, as the defense has to be wary of him being there. So, all right, on the 17-yard line, here we go, 10:30 of the Chicago Bears. Let's see how they do on the first down. So a 4 will be an outside run versus a pass defense. So that'll be over to Adrian Peterson once more. That number 4 will be AP. So let's see how he does here on a pass. So let's see, outside run versus pass here. All right. Okay, so 41 says fullback, does he run 0? So fullback Chuck Foreman there. He is not a run 0. So runner scoots out of bounds after 12-yard gain. So that's going to stop the clock there. So 12-yard gain by AP once more, and we are definitely now starting to see him gather up those yardage real quick. He's gobbling them all up there. 10 minutes and 15 seconds. First down and goal. So it says first down 10. Just disregard that. Obviously, it's not 10 yards to the goal. It's 5 yards. So, but yeah, it's gonna be first down and goal on the 5-yard line. All right, let's see what happens here on it's a normal play. So 5 here. Let's see what happens. So a 5 will be inside run versus a pass defense. So man, they're just starting to run it right down their right down the opponent's throat here, the Chicago Bears defense, after I got done talking about it. And, of course, talking about Adrian Peterson with a 1 there. He's going to be the one actually seeing it here. So let's see here. So inside, let's see here. Okay, let's see how he does. 35, Adrian Peterson on the 5-yard line. QB, does he have a run 0? So the defense going to have to take advantage of Dante Culpepper's inability? Well, he has a run 2, so they aren't going to be able to do that. They're going to have to look at it, and runner punches through for 6 yards. And that, my friends, will be a touchdown there for the Minnesota Vikings here for a 6-yard gain. Boom, there it is, 9:45 in the play there. And that play does stop the clock, so I'm going to push it up to 10 minutes there because it does stop the clock there. So with that being said, AP gets a 5-yard touchdown run there. So let's toss on the 7 points there for him. And now we will minus the point off if the field goal after is not good, which it could be at this point, 65 here. So Ryan Longwell for extra point is AA. So PAT 65, it says AA or better is good. Well, he's a AA, so he gets it. So good for him there. So he gets it. So that'll be a fantastic play there. So great drive there. Let's bring it up to the 35-yard line there for the Vikings to kick it off to the Chicago Bears. And my goodness, this is starting to turn into a very good game. So a 66 here on the kickoff as the Vikings are going to go right off to the Bears. And 66 is 45 yards, and it's going to a blocker. And what that does is we're just going to go right to basically the punt return. So let's look real quick here. Let's get 45 yards in here. Oh crap, did I just change that? Ew, that's not good. All right, so 45 yards. We can work with this. Absolutely not a problem there. And then you just change possession there, and then you can move up if you want. So you can move up the time to 10 minutes, so as if it were. So 10 minutes. So here's the run back here. So with the run back here, let's see here. I always forget. It says use 2 dice. If return grade is less than 7, use 2 dice. I'm just going to do that for this, for the blocker to run back. So it's going to be a 10-yard return, okay? So a 10-yard return as he, of course, puts it down to the 20-yard line there. So a 10-yard return, 10-yard return there. So there you have it. So first down and 10 for the Chicago Bears on their 30-yard line. And let's flip over their offensive chart there. All right, so there we go. So Jim McMahon has his work cut out for him here as he strolls onto the field here. And with that being said, let's actually use a fast action card. I haven't been able to utilize one of those in a while. Let's roll the dice for the run thing here. So bangs ahead for 9 yards, knocks over DB. So a 6 there, and it's inside. I'm going to say that's going to be Walter Payton. So inside run for 6 yards, right? Or bangs ahead for 9 yards. There you go. So a 9-yard gain there. That'll bring up second down and 1 with Walter Payton grabbing 9 more yards as he's starting to see a threat on the other side of the sideline there, on the side of the field. Adrian Peterson starting to go off here. So 1-5. So 1 would be a medium pass versus a 5, which would be a run defense. So medium versus a run defense here. Okay, and then a 5 will be to Matt Forte for this medium pass play here. So 25 says is the GA or EB 2 pass. So GA, let's see here, 2 pass, nope, and then EB, that's going to be Johnny Morris, and he is 2 pass. So yes, so XM, so it's going to be extreme medium here. All right, 32 says is the quarterback's X rating better than 6. His X rating here is actually a 4, so it is not greater than 6. So it's going to be makes cut after catch, 21 yards gained there by Matt Forte on the pass play. So great little out of the backfield pass play, and it said, what was it, 21 yards I think it was, 32, right? So 21 yards, yeah, 21 yards, man, great little play there by Matt Forte as he makes that cut, of course, and that'll be his first reception of the game here. So 21 yards, and that will put 20 attempts there for Jim McMahon here for the game. He almost sneakily got to that 20 attempt mark. I didn't even think he was passing that much. But first down and 10 on the 40-yard line of the Vikings here on their side. So a 2-2 here, guys. Let's do a short pass versus a safe defense. So a short pass versus safe defense. And a 17 on the short pass is not actually on the list there. So 12 will be Anderson. So it looks like it's going to be, where is he at? Neil Anderson out of the backfield. So snake eyes. So an A, if you guys see that right here. A for Jim McMahon here. Pass complete. Receiver tackled 1 yard short of first down. So it's going to be a 9-yard gain there for him. I like that little tidbit there. So a 9 yards right up to the first down marker there. So that'll be another attempt and completion by Jim McMahon there. And that'll be over to Neil Anderson. So there you go. So Neil Anderson's also joining the club of rushing and receiving plays there. So 9-yard gain there. So let's do a fast action card here. 2nd down and 1. Pass play by them. Incomplete. Closely covered. So that'll be 3rd down and 1 here. And just as Jim McMahon was starting to catch a little bit of fire there, he's brought back down to earth. Short down, 3rd yardage here. So I'm going to say a 3rd and short here. Is going to be a normal because it says 3rd and short, right? So a 1 here will be a medium play for passing, and then a 2 will be safe. So medium safe, and that'll be over to 5, which is Matt Forte. So medium safe here. Okay, there you go. All right. 65. So 65 here is going to be home field advantage one. So home field is going to be the Chicago Bears. They are home. So it looks like right here, home field advantage. If home team is on offense, pass threaded for XM column, which they are. So let's see how the Bears do here as they make up this movement here. So 46 here on this is the tackle. Let's see here. Jimbo Covert. Is he 0 pass? He is not. He does not have 0 pass. So that, my friends, will mean tight coverage. 16 yards catch there for him. So look at that. There you go. So you got 16 yards passing play there. And that'll move him forward. 1st down and 10 on the 15-yard line of the Minnesota Vikings. And that went to who? Matt Forte again? My goodness, Matt Forte. Some big plays there out of the backfield. My goodness, they always talk about a back that can go from the backfield all the way into the right into the field there behind the linebackers, and that's exactly what he's doing. All right, 4-5 here. It's going to be outside run versus a run defense, so it looks like this is a attempt by the Vikings to kind of get back into it here. And the 4 is an outside run, right? So it's going to be outside versus a run defense. All right. All right, there we go. 14 for outside run. 14 would be Sayers. So that's going to be, of course, Gale Sayers here. On an 11, and he is for an outside run. Gale Sayers is a AA, so good for him here. And 11 is going to be XR column, so an extreme run here. Let's check it out here. So our extreme run here, 40. Oh, you guys can't see that. 43 there. So 43 on this list here says EC. Does he have 0 run? EC is Mike Ditka. He does not. He has 2 run. So knocked out of bounds after 11-yard gain. So there you go. So the Chicago Bears are showing their nasty physical contact there. Knocked out of bounds. So I'm going to give it 15 seconds, of course, only on that play. And that will be that was a run there by Gale Sayers. So let's see if I can put that down. So 11-yard gain there by him. So 1st down and goal here. Ball on the 4-yard line here. 7 minutes and 15 seconds left. So that's going to be a medium play, but it's going to be pushed down to a short because we're within the 10-yard lines. Well, the 10-yard line. So that'll be a short play versus a run defense. Okay. So let's see how this works out here. Short versus a run defense here. And a 3 will be Walter Payton. Okay, so 21 here. And Walter Payton, when you're doing a short pass play, so it's an A. A will be incomplete on this list. So Jim McMahon misses that attempt there, unfortunately. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 4 here, or 2nd down and goal, but on the 4-yard line. Let's see what happens here. So that's a 6. So a 2 is short screen. I'm going to say it's a screen play, and it's going to be a blitz. So a screen versus blitzing defense there. And a 3 will be Walter Payton once more here, guys, as Jim McMahon has found his target, and they're definitely going to utilize him. So 42, I don't know why I just rolled this guy. There you go. 42 here, guys, is a C, so it's center. Does he have 2 pass? Bulldog Turner, what a name for him. I bet his mom is proud of that one. Fortunately, a 2 minus because they're in the defensive area on the 4-yard line. It goes down to a 1, so he is not a 2 pass. So he's knocked out of bounds after a catch of dice yards. So, all right, so that's going to be Walter Payton here. Let's see if he's going to get 4 more. And only 2 yards. There you go. So a 2-yard gain by Walter Payton. Unfortunately, was not able to get himself anywhere closer. So 6 minutes and 30 seconds left here. 3rd down and 8, or 3rd down and goal here, and 2, right? So let's see here. Walter Payton here. Not a rush. That was a pass play. So 2 yards there, right? I think that was a short, right? Yeah, it was a short pass. That was a screen pass. There you go. So boom, there you go. Put the pass on there. All right, so this is definitely going to be a rushing goal line play, right? A probable run. So 5 here. All right, so 5 is going to be an inside run and versus a run defense. So let's see how this works out here for him. Inside run versus inside run versus a run defense here. All right, and a 9 on this one will be Matt Forte, so definitely leading with a good foot here. 31 says is GA or EB 0 run. So GA, Mark Bort's not, and then EA is Harlan Hill is 0 run. He is not. So it looks like defenders pour through, swamped for no gain. So they really worked it right in there. So a no gain on the play there, guys, as Matt Forte was unable to pick up any yardage here. And with 4th down, I say take the points, put it to a touchdown game, right? So it's 14-10. Get the 3-point kick here. So 2 plus 10 plus 7, so it's going to be 12, right? And then plus 7 is going to be 19 yards. This will be a 4th down. We're just going to go for a field goal here. Absolutely get the points to a 7-point lead, right? Get to a touchdown here. And so that being said, 34 for a field goal kicker of Kevin Butler's experience, AA 34 is good. That's absolutely good. So there you go. So plus 3 there. So that, my friends, will end that scoring drive. So good for them there. I love to see that. Absolutely, I do. So we're going to bring it back to the 35-yard line for the kickoff as the Chicago Bears finish off that little bit of timing there with a 3-yard field goal. So a 66 here on the kickoff says it's going to be 45 yards. Both these kickers are not doing so well here. So 45 yards kickoff here. And a blocker is going to be the one that's going to be getting the ball. So we'll be just tapping on here these two together. So adding them together, so it's going to be an 11-yard return there. So 11 yards return by the Vikings here. And they'll set up shop here after that weird kickoff that kind of only went a little bit of the ways there, probably because of the wind here at Soldier Field. They'll start on the 31-yard line. Dante Culpepper's, after his very well scripted play down the field. Let's see how this works out for him. Okay, so 34 here. So 34 is going to be a tendency play. So a tendency play is going to be a 5, which is going to be a inside run, versus a 4, which is a safe defense. So inside run versus a safe defense. And that'll go to 14. 14 for them, if I move the card over like I should here. There you go. 14 for an inside run will be Robert Smith. So a 14 on this. So Robert Smith is an A rating here. 14 A rating says 4-yard gain there for him. And that is right where you want to pick up where you left off there. So a 4-yard gain. Keep the running alive. Burn that clock down, right? And keep scoring. So let's use a fast action card here because we couldn't use it for a little while there at the end. So it says QB hurry, thrown away, incomplete. Now, he is not a questionable quarterback, so he doesn't have that ability, so that'll just be an incomplete as he throws it away with a little bit of tact there, because Dante Culpepper was a pretty darn good quarterback. So 3rd down and 6 here, a probable pass play for sure. Let's see how this one works out for him. So a 35. So a 3 here on a probable pass play will be a tendency, and we'll use the tendency of passing here, of course. So that'll be a 4, which is a short play, versus a 5 on the probable pass play, which would be a blitz, right? So a blitz here on a short play here. So let's see if they can get out the ball fast enough here to 14, which is going to be Rashad. So let's see who Rashad. So Ahmad Rashad here will be the one that's being directed to here. 41 will end up being EA. Does he have 0 pass? He does not. He has a 1, so does not have that. So XS column, so let's go there here. XS column is a 31 here. So 31, TA and TB, 0 pass. So currently Tim Irwin, right, is in here for Ron Urway, so he does not have that. He does not have a 0 pass, and does Grady Alderman. So perfect strike, 13 yards. So 13-yard strike there. That's going to bring up a first down for sure. And let's play it right there to him. 13 yards. Boom. 48-yard line, almost in the midfield, as that was the first catch by Ahmad Ashad. For a lot of you guys, that is kind of shocking there for a 13-yard gain, right? So I said, right, 13-yard, 31, yeah, 13-yard gain, and that is the 10th completion by Dante Culpepper. All right, fast action card here. After that first down there, it's going to be a running play, and outside run versus safe defense. Okay, so 12 here, outside run. All right, outside run versus safe defense, it says here. And at 12 for the outside run will be Robert Smith. Getting a lot of touches today, Robert Smith is here. 54 says E. Does he have a run 0? E is Lance Briggs. Does he have a run 0? He does not. Defender Blas, runner for 1-yard loss, and there's a possible injury. So let's get to that injury place here real quick. Okay, so injury on the play, and that was a 1-yard loss there. So unfortunately, a 1-yard loss on the play for the Vikings there. Second down and 11, and that'll be a 1-yard loss for Robert Smith there. All right, so injury report here, injury chart. So 46 here, guys. 46 says GB injured on play. Go to column B and roll again. The GB is going to be David Dixon here. So it looks like he's going to be injured, and 53 is not good there. Knee twisted after hit, out for rest of the game. So now they're going to be down 2 offensive linemen here, guys. So David Dixon and Ron Yari is going to be out there. So let's see if Milt Sunday will be actually the one who comes in. Sunday comes in here. So I'm going to write that down real quick. David Dixon out. All right. For game. There you go. All right, so it's going to be only that right side's going to be utilizing some replacements. Of course, given they're not terrible replacements, but they are, of course, replacements nonetheless. So I utilized a fast action card there. So let's roll the dice here. A 6 will be an audible, and a 4 for the defense will be a safe play. So a 3 on their audible play will be a short versus safe. All right, short versus safe here. Okay. $52. 52 says E. Does he have 0 pass again? No. Lance Briggs has that no problem there. So it's going to be complete. Question mark. He does not have that. In coverage for half of our yards. So who are we throwing it to there? We were throwing it to... Oh boy, do I remember who we were throwing it to? 19. Yeah, there we go. 19. So we got to actually re-roll that just to make sure I have that. So our yards will be 8, and 8 is going to be Steve Jordan, and we're going to move it down to 12, right, for his R yards. So it'll be a 6-yard gain there on the back of Steve Jordan. So a 6-yard gain, pitch and catch by Dante Culpepper. With 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter, let's roll it again. I'd like to see this. 3rd down and 5. Just a probable pass play for sure. So a 3 is going to be a tendency play once more, and it'll be a tendency for a pass play, of course. And a 5 for that pass play will be a short pass play versus a 5, which is going to be a blitz. So short versus blitz here. Let's turn the page 2 there. And 7 is going to be Steve Jordan once more. So there you go. When your name is called once or twice, it's going to be there. So 52 here. C is 2 pass. So is Richie Pettibon 2 pass? He is not. So it's going to be X column. So XS column there will be what we have. So let's go there. 56 is what we got here. So 56 says A, is he 2 pass? Let's look. Charles Tillman, yes he is. So yes he is. So smothered after dice amount of yards. All right. So 4 yards there for Steve Jordan. Unfortunately, that won't be a first down. That'll be basically right after a first down marker there. On the 43-yard line. Now, just think, guys. All right, at this point, right? It's 4th down and 1. The Vikings have a great kicker in Ryan Longwell. Okay, his long field goal attempt is a C rating, right? Okay, so 43 yards is, plus 10 plus 7, right? So that'd be 53 yards plus 7 would be 60 yards. So we would be using his long field goal attempt, okay? I think we need to go for a field goal. Show you guys how this long field goal will work, okay? Absolutely something I think we should do. So let's utilize this. Let's go for it. Let's try it, okay? Here we go. Let's see. So Ryan Longwell, a long field goal attempt, 60 yards on the dot. So a 42. So a 42, let's see here. So he's a C rating, right? Let's see here. So a 42 says from 60 yards out, he is no good, right? Let me make sure I have that correct here. It is important. So if 2 readings in column, let's see here. First reading is for kick, interception, blah, blah, blah. Oh, long return. I apologize. Let me see if I can try to find the field goal kick so I have that page out for us. Okay. Ooh. Not sure if there's a long field goal attempt or not here. Okay. All right, so if you guys saw that here, I just went and checked real quick here. So a 42 for a C rating here, 35 yards. So he came up well short. They almost came up so short that could have been returned, but it was not. So at this time, guys, it looks like they're going to turn over on downs. The Vikings were just baffled of why the heck did they do that, right? What was going on? What was in their mindset to do it? But they thought to themselves, why not try for that long field goal? So the Bears are going to have the ball here with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter here. They have the ball on their 43-yard line. So let's see if the Vikings defense can pop out a pretty good stop here. So let's use the fast action cards here. And it's going to be a rushing play. Let's roll over our dice real quick. So an 8, stop for no gain. So an 8 on an inside run will be Matt Forte for no gain there. And let's see here, rushers. Matt Forte has had 4 runs, and 3 of them have had no gains at all. So definitely somebody you want to probably stay away from at this point, right? Matt Forte is just not having a good game at all. So 51 here. And 51 says inside versus a pass defense. All right, inside versus pass defense here. All the way to the front part of the book here. And 7 will be inside, will be, well, Matt Forte. So let's see if they can give him a ball and see if we can show him a little bit here what he's made of. So an E is going to be 2 runs. So it's E2 run here. Let's look. Wally Hilgenberg, right? Or Hilgenberg, yep. Does he have 2 run? He does. So there you go. So runner stopped for no gain. That's 4 times today, guys, that Matt Forte has been stopped for no gain there. So 2 minutes left in the third quarter there. Absolutely makes sense there. So that'll be 2-minute warning there, I guess, in the third quarter. But they don't actually stop the game there for that one. So 3rd down and 10, a probable pass play. So a 4 here on the probable pass play is going to be a medium versus a 3, which will be a pass. So medium versus pass here. Well, let's start it up. Medium versus pass. So a 16 on their pass thing was going to be Devin Hester. So Devin Hester's going to be the guy who's going to get the point here. 53, K. Does he have 0 pass? K is, no, he does not. So it's going to be QB sacked for 8-yard loss. He does not have the exclamation point. So it's going to be a sack for 8 yards there. So we're going to go minus 8 yards there. Wow, there you go. There's your sack there for you. And the defenses have just been on point today. That is absolutely phenomenal. That's 4 sacks against that's 4 sacks that the Vikings have caused here. So a routine punt is gonna be a 25 here for Bobby Joe Green. So a 25 says -5 to his normal. I apologize. I didn't say that. 25. I apologize. 25 says angled for sideline. +2 to his average out of bounds. So there you go. So it's going to stop there on a dime here out of bounds. So 2 to his average would be 44 yards. So 44 yards. Boom, right there. So this will be right here. Vikings ball with 1 minute and 30 seconds left here in the game here. Or in the third quarter, of course. And they're going to stroll on the field. But let's, since they're in the 2 minutes here, we can't actually use a fast action card. So a 6 will be an audible, and that'll be 3, so that'll be a short pass versus a 2, right? 2 is going to be normal, will be a safe. So short pass versus safe play there. And to a 14. So 14 for that will be Gordon. So, not Gordon. Oh my gosh, there it is again. Can never stop it, right? That'll be, what was that, 14? So that'll be Ahmad Rashad. So 22 with Ahmad Rashad here. 22 here will be TB and QB. So TB is going to be Tim Irwin. Does he have 2 pass? He does. So that's already the one we need there. So open for middle, over the middle, complete for Q yards. So there you go. Dante Culpepper passes over to Ahmad Rashad here for Q, I said, 12 yards. So there you go, 12-yard gain there. And that'll be another one for Dante Culpepper to add on to his stat book there, padding the stats just a little bit here as the quarter starts to end here. First down and 10 on the 33-yard line of course, the Minnesota Vikings. 35, so 3-5 will be a tendency play, so we have to, of course, then run the tendency here, and a 5 will be, for their defense, will be a run defense. So a 5 on their tendency, it'll be a inside run versus a run defense. And 18 for that will be Nelson, so that'll be Darren Nelson. So inside run versus a run defense here. All right, so let's check it out here. Okay, so Darren Nelson here, 41 EB. Is he a 2-run here? So EB 2-run, and he is not. Randy Moss was not good at blocking as well as he should have been, and so dragged a turf after 3-yard gain. So he got a little bit of a block, but not too much there. So that'll be a 3-yard gain there for Darren Nelson, and that'll be his first touch of the game here outside of giving up a safety in special teams, as you guys can probably remember there. So a 3-yard gain there. That'll bring up the last probable play here of the third quarter here. 2nd down and 7. And 5 will be inside versus a pass. So inside run versus a pass defense there. And 5 is going to be the guy who's rushing or running the ball, and that'll be Adrian Peterson. So 11, you guys can see there. So inside is an A, and that'll be a 1-yard gain. So there you go. So that's one way to end the quarter there. So Adrian Peterson, that brings to a close there, a 1-yard gain there for AP. And that, my friends, will be the third quarter. So as you guys can see here, 17-10, the Bears are winning over the Minnesota Vikings here. Do not stop watching here, guys. Absolutely watch the next video if you already have it in queue. But if not, I will try to see if I can submit the video right when I get it done taken care of. I'll see you guys next time in the bleachers. Thanks for watching, guys.